Hello. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the tail lights and hopefully headlights if we have time today. I would really want to get this finished now, get to a point where we can start adding radiuses and I can show you what to do there. So let's block the tail lights in. It's good before you start details like this to just kind of look at the image and study it. Try and ignore all the little LEDs going on because that can be distracting. Just try and imagine it as like big flat surfaces that you can build. This one seems a bit easier. I like to follow the shut gap because that shows you a section, like what's going on. This area to me feels like it's flowing with the body, but in a lot of cases it does peel off, so we will just build it locally. Sometimes I just like to overbuild the body and then trim it away, but I think for this area we will build it locally. Okay, so yeah, following this section we'll start blocking something in, see how it looks. I'll use the draft tool again, and I'll probably start with this edge here and work from there. So draft tool, I'll draft up in 0 degrees. We don't want it to be 500, that's too big. Let's just do 50 in Z. And it's good to draft off of these edges because then it means that all of your surfaces are in the same plan view as the car. It keeps it consistent. So yeah, in this it is leaning this way and is slightly more inboard. Let's have a look at the image. Here it doesn't look inboard, it looks flush, so it's probably an issue with, yeah, it definitely goes that way though. It's just an issue with my orthographics again, so you just kind of got to work with that. Let's make it invisible. As long as this edge is flowing with that edge, then we're looking alright. Let's look at the image again. And let me see this, yeah. So it just looks like on my orthographic there's more surface here, or I assume that's just, let's see it from rear view. No, it does end there, so that's good. Let's extend this in this view. Maybe that's the reason. And let's keep it kind of the same angle as mine. Okay, let's put it there. Right, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's better. Cool. So that's the beginning. We'll then draft off the top as well, I think, just to get this surface in. It looks like it should be straight down all the way, and then it's trimmed away. So let's do that. Draft tool. Flip. And we'll just extend it through here. Let's double check inside view. So yeah, it should just be flowing with that shut gap there, and that's what it's doing. It should also run to about there, so let's extend it a bit further. Okay. Okay. Let's trim it away first and see how it looks. Curve. I just, yeah, built the curve directly in Y. Project on, trim. Oh, sorry, yeah, I need to do it up as well. Project that on. Project. Trim. 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 Project. Trim. Now yeah, that area isn't filled in because this actually needs to, it dives in too quickly, so let's just manipulate this a bit, and yeah, it will overlap, which is annoying. So let me have a look at the image again. Ooh. Maybe it twists around here to fill in that gap, but keep this edge where it is and this area just twists slightly. I think that's what's happening. So we manipulate these, like, to be kind of harsh on it, but that's the way they filled that rat hole. Gone too far. That's okay. Right. And with these areas, they can be a bit cheated because they are transparent. So that's what studios tend to do sometimes in areas like that on a glass surface. Next, we'll build. Sorry. This draft here, just above the chrome, and that'll give us something to work from for the chrome. So maybe we won't though. Maybe we'll build this one up, and I think, is the chrome like flush with the tail lamp here? Pretty much. What's the, yeah, look, if you look at the shut gap, it's flush. So that's all, even though it's split from chrome to glass, it's actually all one big surface. So we'll build that in, and then we can build that in the middle, and then work from there. Most of it is just about figuring out what the design intent is, like what the surfaces are doing, and then it makes everything easier. This to me looks like it needs to be trimmed. It needs to be a bit more horizontal in side view. So let's just trim that. Project, trim, see what it does in rear view. Yeah, that's fine. Now we'll draft off of that. Up. Flip. We want it to come to about there. And again, it's doing something like it's not running with it, so we just overbuild it and then trim away. See what it does in rear view. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay. So from there, just straight across, move a bit higher, yeah. Project that on, trim away. So from there we can easily build the chrome piece, but first we'll extend that to there. Probably extend it so it goes all the way to there, and then we trim a piece out. So let's do that. Extend. Oh, it's trimmed. So make sure it's untrimmed when you have to extend, otherwise it usually doesn't work. Or it will work, but then it will just untrim after you've extended it, and that can make things a bit messy. So we've overextended it, and then we just kind of get it to the point that we want to trim it at, and trim away. So to me that looks like where the chrome starts is actually quite quite thin. So in side view, obviously it's a bit different. We will actually make it a bit higher here, just to give it that thickness that we want as it comes across the car. That's looking okay so far. This area, let's have a look how that's filled in. Yeah, okay. Can be confusing, but I think it is just, I've just trimmed this too early. Like my body surfaces need to meet that edge. I've trimmed them too early. That's my fault. That's okay. We can untrim those and correct that in a bit. We'll now draft off this surface into there. So we'll do that we'll do it in Z again. We'll do it up, and then we'll just manipulate the CVs. Oh, why is that? We want one edge there. Okay. Let's overextend these. Extend. Trim them. Trim. Now draft off those edges, so it should be one clean edge on each surface. And then manipulate it so, get rid of the curves, get this out of the way. Manipulate it so it does what we want. Now this is the difficult bit. Does it do that? I don't know. Let's have a look again. It looks like it does go straight back. And then it so this area here is going to be difficult to try and understand, but let's do that in real time. I think it will, oh no it won't, this has to come back here, right? So let's just delete those. Oh, this is a tricky area now. It's very upright there. What's it doing on mine? Okay. So it looks like on the model, like even though there's a break here, it eventually runs into nothing. So it's straight up. So it twists as it goes around. Like here, it's going this way. Like it's leaning rearwards in car, but then as it comes around the car, it goes straight up. So that's all one surface. Mine is doing that and then that, and we don't want it to do that. So this is where we have to do a bit of sculpting. So I'll do this, shoot it straight up. Oh my god, go away. I'll shoot that straight up for now. It's a really tricky area, it takes some figuring out, but we'll get it. And then I'll, I don't know if this will work, but let's try. Sorry. Just aligning this surface to this curve. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, and then we'll blend it round so it's kind of not so sudden. So extra row CVs, there you go. Probably just blend it on 2 of them. And then I'll redo this edge. Oh, and also when I did that, oh, it was partial. I'll just have to retrim here. So I've got a curve there. Let's extend that. Okay, now that's retrimmed. Now that's doing more what it should be doing, like the image straight up. This image straight up, kind of leaning in. It's such a difficult, weird area. Interesting tail light, which is difficult to model from photos. It'd be easier to model from sketches, but we're going to figure it out. So then I'll also I'll just build a rail in here and trim it. So a rail with 2 rail curves. 1 generation, 2 rails, 1 generation, and then 2 rails. Make sure that's position. That can be curvature, that's good. Okay, and again we'll probably figure out that that's still not quite right. I mean, this is giving the impression that, like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this needs to overextend this bottom surface. It's annoying. That black surface needs to like extend to there and down. And then same with this top surface, it needs to extend to there and up. Sorry, I mean the draft surface off of this. Let's do that draft as well now to see where we're at. Needs to intersect around there. But again, I feel like this isn't right. And I feel like this surface makes up that. However, in side view, it's way off. Like, this should be like down here. What the hell? Let me have a look again. Okay, no, this point should just be there. So to me, that's telling me that I just need to lean it over. But then, how do I do that? In rear view, it's correct. So in side view, it needs to be leaning back. But that's very counterproductive. And this is where I wish it was just instead of all these lines all over the place, I wish it was a solid surface so I could see what's going on. We're going to extend this way and down, and that's right. Right, that's good enough, kind of. Oh, and extend the curve on surface. Yeah. Trim away. Yeah, so I guess this does need to lean that way a bit. So let's do that. We'll build a curve locally from here. I actually feel like this should go back this way. And then from here we'll build a curve. Oh, that way. Still needs to go that way more. Extend. So confusing. Anyway, let's keep going. The only way to figure it out is to keep building and experimenting. We'll get it. I feel like that's going to be leaning way too much. Maybe it just needs to be extended and trimmed. Oh god, that's a horrible surface. But anyway, let's just experiment for now. Build that. Still gonna look from rear view, see that's wrong. Look at the image again, direct rear view. I don't know actually, maybe it's not wrong. That actually does look like, so I imagine there to be a break there, but actually it flows round. There's a core, there's a radius there. Okay, that makes more sense now. So there is a core here, but it all blends into each other all the way around, so that helps. So to do that, we'll build this surface in here now to help understand what else is going on. Let's get this back. Cool. Right. Just extend that back for now. Okay, let's correct this edge. Build that. Okay, let's just trim that. And then also, I've misunderstood this area. Let's just trim that. Untrim, reproject. Delete the curves on surface, project new curves, trim that away, then trim, delete curve on surface, project new curve, trim. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like what's going on there. It's a lot more deliberate, so what I've done is wrong. We'll get rid of it. We'll fix it. Okay, let's build a surface in here. We'll just overbuild for now and trim it away because I feel like it's just going to be one big. Okay, it's definitely going to hit there though, isn't it? I think, or somewhere around that. Oh, snap. Okay, maybe not, but no, yeah, okay, it'll come a bit offset from there. It's all about what it looks like when it's trimmed away. That's the main thing. I think it will have a bit of lean to it and curvature. Maybe something like that. Right, okay. Now we'll just build a square in here that's close to the edge. Okay, let's keep that edge as it is. We'll build an edge from here to here. Let's just snap this curve to this curve. Let's build a square and we'll extend it 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure everything's positioned. It's doing a bit of twisting. but nothing too crazy yet. That's about right though. Okay. Let's project this before we extend anything. Let's just project this on just to see what it looks like in rear view. Project and trim. Okay, that's about right, that's good. So now we'll untrim and just extend it through. Needs to be a bit closer to there, I think. Oh god, that's miles away. Is it like that in the image? Can't tell from that one. It does look like there is an offset, but maybe not as big as mine, but maybe it is. Okay. Let's just lean it in a bit more, rebuild that square. One, two, three, four. Extend it through. Project those edges on. That's alright. Cool. And now we know, or we understand, that it needs to run into this. It probably needs to go a bit higher up. Yeah. Extend that to there. And run this into that. So to do that, we will. I'm just going to do a freeform blend actually. Get rid of that. I'm going to build an edge off of here as well because I feel like I've gone too high there. We'll just make sure this comes lower, so yeah. Right, maybe we'll go a tiny bit higher there for both. Cool. Right, now freeform blend between so they flow round into each other. Connect ends. Connect ends. It's not the best. But it's mainly because this has crown in it and this doesn't. So I mean, if I introduce a bit of crown in there, it'll help. So that flows better now. Cool. Let's get that curve back. And extend. Trim that away. Oh, make sure that edge is trimmed. That's more like it. That's doing what it should be now. It's looking like, well, when we get this surface in there as well. Maybe we'll reduce, just bring that to like 0.9, soften it a bit. I mean, it might even be worth like doing this just to make that blend a bit softer. So we'll trim these edges from there to there. 1, 2, project. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Blend again. Connect ends, connect ends. Project those curves on, trim away. And then this area I think just needs to run and just needs to crash into here. This is actually gonna flow this way, so let's, actually needs to go from there to there, I think. Difficult to tell what's going on here, I don't really know. Let's look at the image again. So yeah, difficult to see what's going on there. I think a lot of it is to do with like stuff going on underneath makes it confusing. Yeah. It looks like this actually needs to run like from there to there, maybe. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then there'd just be like a triangle in there. But again, it's difficult with all the stuff going on underneath to tell what's going on. Cannot tell at all. But I'm just going to assume there's like a edge there. Okay. And then I'll just build this round and it'll just crash through. Oh, then again, no. What about this? Oh man. Such an annoying area, this is why I hate details, they're so tricky. Like now this section, like this plan view isn't flowing with the rest of the car like I was trying to get earlier on. So yeah, to fix that I don't really know. Probably need to imagine that that the corner goes from here to here. Trim that away and then blend. Make sure it connects ends. Connect end, connect end. Oh, it's made two surfaces, which is annoying. Maybe up the CVs a bit. Oh come on, if you get rid of Bezier maybe it'll help. No, let's up the CVs as well. Yeah, there you go. And we will reproject those curves on, but onto the blend this time. And that's a bit better. So that's flowing better with that now. Let's do a dual rail, bi-rail, sorry. That didn't work, annoying. Let's build a square in that. Ooh. Okay, ready to build a square. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, like I said, there's going to be a triangle in there. I can't really think of any other way of doing it. I can't tell what's going on in the image, unfortunately. Okay, and then let's get onto the top part of the headlamp lens, and then we'll just build the crane bar across and shut all of that off and move on to the headlamp. Sounds easy, but it's usually not. Okay, so we know there's an offset here, so we'll just draft in Y. Do that for now. We'll draft in Y this way as well. Makes sense. Yeah, I think that's what goes on. And then there will be a bit of, yeah. So actually, there's a bit of 3D here, like a chamfered edge. So we'll trim that accordingly. Let's do it there. Oh, I'm meant to be doing a curve from there to there. There's the chamfered edge down there. And there to there. Okay, with that, extend, check that on, extend this edge, yep, get rid of that curve on surface, trim that away, project, trim that away, and now it does feel a bit like the chamfered edge is a bit too big, but I don't know, let's have a look at the image again. Yeah, again, it's difficult to see what's going on because of all the details inside. So yeah, maybe I've gone a bit too high. To me, as you come round, look, actually is quite big. I don't know. Let's bring it up a bit higher. Let's go in between. Okay. Also, this edge is too high, so that is another reason why it's looking a bit weird. So let's just go up there. Let's make it up. Okay, skin, because we want it to be flush. Default, yeah, that'll do. Connect ends, or extend. We'll just extend that through. Screw it. Done with this tail light already. And because it's 3D there, it's going to be 3D there. We want it to come down, maybe not that much. Yeah, not that much. So look, we can project onto here because we do want it to crash through. Yeah, again, too much. Cool. Oh god, okay. Let me have a look at the image again. I mean, yeah, it is quite big. Not as big as I've made it. It looks like there's an offset in there as well, but we're not doing that. Let's just build. Skin. Give it a bit of crown as well. And then this is just a draft back in X. The other way, let's grab the hulls and just kind of manipulate it into position. So yeah, I do think it goes this way as well. Like, there you go. It's looking more like it. Always look at it from different angles as well. Like here, that looks about right compared to what, maybe a bit higher. There you go. Nice. Okay, that's good. Oh, look at this though. That's weird as hell because of the twist. Maybe I will get rid of that twist, but I just want to know what actually happens in here to fill the gap. I guess it's just a radius, so let's untwist it for now. Leave a hole there for now. It'll figure itself out later, I'm sure. Bring that back. Bring that back. Because there is going to be a radius in there, and that will kind of fill a hole in a bit. I feel like there's more to it than that, but we're just going to leave it like that for now. Cool. Next. Let's just fill in this hole. Okay, didn't like that. Maybe this. I'll do. Oh, it's curvature. We don't want that. Position. Oh, that's better. Intersect there. Okay, and then we'll build the middle section. Yeah. I'm gonna like trim it a bit further back so it gives it a thicker edge. Get the curves. I'm actually going to give this a bit of crown as well. Let's trim convert this back. Give it 2 rows. Give this 2 rows. Just give it some. That's it. Cool. This all looks like one at the moment, but this will be coloured differently, so it breaks it. Okay, let's just skin from here to here. Kind of freestyle it a bit. Because I'm done with this area now. I want to move on. Let's bring that down to... Bring it down to 3 by, I don't know, 2. Oh, get rid of that curve. So I'll just tangent align it. Oh no, we'll curvature align it. See what happens. So make sure it's 5. Make sure the CV's a 5 so you can curvature align. to this edge. Oh, okay, that's not good. Is it good? Yeah, no, that's good. Cool, perfect. And then just make it symmetrical. So use the symmetry tool. Yes, cool. That flows nicely across. Now we'll just fill in those holes. There's a draft here. Needs to kind of flow with this all the same. But I should have done that all at the same time, but I didn't. It's fine. We'll just get it close. Side view. I want to see those CVs, those holes, so we can just match them up. That'll do. Nice. And then the same for the lower. What happens? Where's there an angle? It pretty much goes straight back. Yeah, it's just like almost a solid undercut. We'll give it a bit of angle, but not much. Seems like, oh no, that's supposed to be there. Yeah. Oops. Oh well. Cool. Let's just shoot it all the way back. Same with these surfaces. We'll build a draft off, shoot it all the way in. Give it a little bit of angle in rear view, I imagine. Move rear. Not really there, a little bit of angle. And then these just need to be untrimmed and like extended into those surfaces, annoyingly. That's fine. Make sure history's deleted, because otherwise things can go a bit crazy. Extend the curves on surface. Oh. Okay, see, that's annoying. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh my god, I hate it when that happens, like... I can't... It's just disappeared. There we go. It's done something strange, you just make sure it's untrimmed. There we go. And retrim. Why is there still history there? Go away. Delete history. That's why I said to make sure you delete history, and then I didn't delete it myself. Make sure you delete history. Extend this to that. Make that symmetrical because it's annoying. What's going on? Yeah, this needs to be untrimmed and extended. Extend the curve on surface. Trim away. And there you go, there's the surfaces blocked in for the rear tail lamp, ready to be radiused. And let's correct this. What is going on there? Ready to be radiused and trim divided for all the different LEDs and stuff. Let's extend this into there and just trim it away. Why did that not trim? Trim! Sometimes if it doesn't trim, you just got to extend the curve on surface either side and then it will trim away. Okay, so that looks alright. That was quite difficult to understand, but we got there in the end. You just literally got to block things in and figure it out as you go along, so that's what I've done. Alright, let's move on to the front. Get the headlamp in, then we'll get the front splitter in, because I don't think that's finished yet. And just kind of round off the underneath of the car, and then we have a finished intersect model. Excuse me. Yeah, and then that will be ready for radiusing, and that will be the next phase.